a 5 for him overall.
And Jackson gets it to go.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass on. Well, LeBron said last season that he just couldn't see leaving the Heat. But I guess he came around. The championship foundation in Miami, but some cracks started to show, and now he's back in Cleveland.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, it's funny, back when LeBron joined the Heat, some critics said he'd given up the chance to be the franchise player and carry his team. But guess what? No matter who LeBron plays with, he's always the franchise player. That's how good he is.
Dellavedova kicks to LeBron. The 19-footer is on the money. LeBron's got 5.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Tries again. Kicks it to Dellavedova. From past the arc. The offensive rebound. Waiters gets a lot. Oh, and he just knocked. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
The defense was really impressive there, guys, in that first quarter. They came out focused right from the beginning.
And, Steve, that's a big part of why they're on top right now.
They've got him on jumper. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Mozgov, and it's the 5 down low. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
You got to like the consistency they're showing with that mid-range shot.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
You look at the Thunder, they're really the epitome of patience. They build through the draft model, constructing a contender with consistency and just a solid approach every day. That's why they are year in and year out so tough to handle.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
He never gives up on a missed shot. He feels like every one is his, and that tip-in paid off for him.
And Westbrook, here we go. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
And for the Thunder and their success, of course, not just predicated on top picks, but, Clark, you've always talked about this, the right kind of top picks.
The fit is so important. They've had great success with their picks. There's no denying that, and it's not easy to make that happen, but they've got a tremendous front office that does their homework, knows what they want in terms of talent and character and fit. And you've got to give a little nod to luck and fortune here. I mean, not all of it. I mean, some of it, you know, it's not always all science. There's a little art involved in this thing, too. But they've got quality people making good decisions, and it's paying off on the court.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Irving. Drops in the layup for 2. Irving's got 10 points.
I really like the fire, the intensity that they're playing with now. They got off to a tough start there in the first quarter. They didn't shoot it particularly well, but they've played through it. They've been able to stick with it, and that, to me, that shows their resiliency.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Yes, Kevin, LeBron James joining a younger team with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said, "We're not ready right now. It will be a long process. My goal is still to win as many titles as possible, but what's most important for me is bringing 1 trophy back to Northeast Ohio. Our city hasn't had that feeling in a long, long time." Kevin, what a worthy goal.
Cleveland's last pro championship back in 1964, Doris. Thanks. A different look now for Cleveland. Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Mozgov. And it's LeBron in for Smith. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dion Waiters comes in for Overseas. Serge Ibaka, the 24th pick by the Thunder back in 2008. From the start, Steve, his incredible work ethic has shown through.
No doubt, Kevin. He's become one of the best two-way players in the NBA. Excellent defender, can guard 4s and 5s. A terrific weak-side shot blocker. And that jump shot, that 17-footer, that has given Oklahoma City the spacing that that offense needs.
And for Ibaka, his offseason trainer also worked with Kevin Garnett. And he said that's who Ibaka reminds him of with his intensity and attention to detail in drills. And that's something that's overlooked. Being a perfectionist while you're practicing allows you to perform at a high level. And he's the type that wants to do it again and again until he gets it right.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times, an easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Morrow. They get the rebound. Here's Waiters. That one wide left.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Shumpert with some nice D.
And you know, you think about Ibaka's development, part of his adjustment to the NBA initially was just learning the language. When he first was drafted, he barely spoke a lick of English, and now it's become his 5th language. And little to no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there.
Here's Irving. And Durant sends it back. And it's Shumpert penetrating.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure. Russell Westbrook, one of the best success stories when it comes to converting a scoring guard to playing the point. But it's his overall talent that's made him successful. His will, his competitiveness, and his incredible athleticism.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Love comes in for Brendan Hayes. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Shumpert. Thunder trailing by 9. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
The screen from Thompson. From deep LeBron. And the shot is good. LeBron's got 8 here in the quarter.
He didn't get off to much of a start early on, but he seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter.
Jackson misses.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
And so we wrap up the first half. Cleveland ahead. They're up by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Kickin Loans Arena. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
Good quarter from LeBron. He's got 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Ibaka at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the small forward position.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
Irving drives in. The second chance effort. Out to Smith. James against Durant. No one near James as he lets it go. Connects on the foul line jumper. James has got the lead up to 10 now for the Cavs. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you. It's tipped. Irving dishes to Love. Durant against LeBron. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. That drops. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Nick Collison's checked in for the Thunder. Kevin Love, an incredible rebounder. And it seems Stevie's brought that same desire and tenacity to his overall development as a player.
Yeah, his commitment to his conditioning has been big. His development with his three-point shooting, constantly working on his game, and he's become one of the big stars in this league by putting in the time and effort.
Now Smith, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Smith kicks to Mozgov. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
And you talk about that internal drive and desire for Kevin Love. You see it from his physique to his skills, and most of all, in his video game numbers, which are even more eye-popping than his real numbers.
Good point, Clark. Very, very good point.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Cleveland leading by 7.
And I think as much as desire, Love's understanding of the game plays a big role in his success. He knows where to be on the court, but also what he needs to do off the court to put himself in position to be successful.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Well, and the big thing is they've got to avoid tonight what happened in the previous matchup. A lot of their starters were on the bench with foul trouble in that game.
Just to focus on what Steve was talking about for another moment, their foul trouble, Clark, probably had more to do with that loss than anything.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, I thought they lost their heads a bit. They just basically lost control. Things started to get physical. They didn't really show any discipline. They started committing unnecessary and foolish fouls. It was just a real collapse in terms of mental fortitude there.
Got to keep your composure.
Always.
Durant just inside the line. And that one comes up a bit short.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 13. The drive by James. And he gets the bucket. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Blocked. And they get it back. And Waiters kicks to Durant to stop the run. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.